Nadia saying to everyone, like, oh, Annie's not my friend. I don't know why I'm friends with Annie.
The fact that I took sides between a fight and Swanky. And you also just coming at me for what reason, and we're not friends.
You want me about these people, but you never want me about yourself. That's when I'm like, oh my goodness.
Welcome to my channel, everybody. This is Young, Famous, and Africa, episode 1 review, titled Love's in the Air. So Zari was shown in her car driving round, and apparently Annie was out of town, so she's back to South Africa. And she gets an invitation from Zari, the boss lady. So Zari, the boss lady, is getting married. Wow, that's good. So Annie was like, she's so shocked that she got an invitation from Zari. Apparently, she felt just because she didn't invite Zari for her renewal of vow, Zari will not invite her. So Zari shockingly invited her for her wedding. And Annie was like, she discovered in the group there are a lot of snakes and she doesn't trust anybody. Even Zari self, I no trust them, according to Annie. So Fantana and Nadia, they got an invitation too. Nadia came to pick Fantana. Fantana and Zari had a huge face-off. Like, they had a rough time on social media. They were going back and forth with each other, throwing jabs at each other. And Fantana found out that Diamond had a girlfriend, and Zari told her that in season 2. Nadia was like, everybody knew Diamond was using her. Diamond had a girlfriend. So, and Fantana felt bad because she felt her relationship with Diamond was just one of mutual agreement. You're 100 with me, I'm 100 with you. According to her, she was 100 with Diamond. But it is what it is. Kelly has finally moved in with Naked DJ. And Louis is happy, but he says he's going to be careful with everybody in the group. He doesn't trust anyone. He's just like Annie. They are coming with this vibe of, I don't trust anyone. I'm going to open my eyes wide open. So Kelly is helping Zari get ready for her wedding. Swanky said he started therapy. He needs it because of what went down in last season. He actually needs therapy. Yeah. And everybody arriving the wedding of Zari. Apparently, they haven't seen each other in a very long time. Zari, the boss lady's wedding, is what is bringing this group together for the very first time. Everybody arrives, and Annie hasn't arrived. Louis is still pursuing Fantana. He had this mad crush on Fantana in season 2. Fantana was like, he did not pursue her hard enough. So everybody is seated, but Annie has not arrived yet. They asked Swanky about Annie, and Swanky was like, yeah, she's fine, she's fine. And boom, Annie arrives. So Annie arrives, and her and Swanky kind of greet each other like things are like before. And Nadia makes a comment like, these people are faking it. They are faking it. So Swanky says he has been traveling around the world. He hasn't been catching up with Annie like that. Yes. Annie's not happy with Nadia. Apparently, Nadia did something to make Annie mad. What could that be? Let's keep watching. We'll know by the end of this video. Hopefully. So the group met Zari, the boss lady's husband, last year, December. Zari, the boss lady's son, comes to meet this group of friends and tell them, come to the venue, guys, come to the venue. Yeah. And they wonder, Annie was like, is that Zari, the boss lady's son? So they discuss, the friends, the group, the gang, they discuss that Zari, the boss lady's husband, is young. He's around 27 years old. Wow. Zari, the boss lady's husband, is shown. He deals with minerals, he sells cars, and is on his journey to boxing. Zari, the boss lady's husband, is in a room. A naked DJ comes to meet this guy. He discussed with him before the wedding proper, and Zari's husband was telling him about his concerns, that he doesn't really like how Diamond and Zari are touchy with each other. And apparently Naked DJ was married twice, and Naked DJ like tried to like make him see reasons, like it might not be what he's thinking. And Zari's husband looks calm, gentle. They are all at the venue of the wedding, and Annie says the ambience is the same with what her and Two-Face did. That's in season 2, when they were taking their vows for the second time. And Louis brings his friend a date for the wedding, and Nadia was like, she looks old. Firstly, the groom arrives, and Annie, in her commentary, she was like, the husband and the son, no difference. So Naked DJ really wished Diamond was in this wedding, at least to give the kids assurance that he's cool with everything. But let's keep watching if Nick is going to show up. Let's watch and see. Took time before Zari came out to the venue. The husband was looking nervous, and like I said, he's a very calm looking person. And boom, Zari comes in a grand style, looking beautiful with her white gown. And Louis was like, wow, she looks like a queen. Swanky was like, just like someone that fell from heaven. So they take their vows and exchange rings.
We are. I promise to keep our lives exciting, adventurous, and full of passion, knowing that any challenge,
now and always.
and I love you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the newest couple in town, Zari and
And Annie was anxious that she wants to talk to Nadia. She's not cool with something that Nadia did. And there in the reception, well, why these people, they were all white. Annie tapped Nadia and explained how she felt. But Nadia felt like it was wrong time. Yes, it's wrong time. And Fontana was wondering, what are these two?
No, I said, that was my friend as well.
And then that's when
Annie was like, Nadia took sides when she had the fight with Swanky. Nadia was saying, Annie is not my friend. And she felt they were friends.
For what reason, and even not friends? Swanky's my friend, and we've been very clear about that from the beginning. And
In her confessional, she was like, and you are not my friend, Annie. And truly, see, the fact that somebody introduces you to someone does not mean automatically they are your friends. When you guys fight, that is when you know who is whose friend. There are two things. They can either just be cordial with you because of that your bestie, or you guys can be friends. You can even be more closer. So at the end of the day, this thing called friendship is not do or die, no be by force. So after the vows, they head to the another place for the reception proper of Zari and Shakib. So yes, Zari's husband's name is Shakib. During the reception, a lady walks in majestically, looking all pretty. Even Louis wondered, who is this angel? In his church mind, Louis hopes this lady that just walked in majestically, all looking so beautiful. She's not an influencer. She is not a celeb. She's going to be an ordinary guest. But he was heartbroken when she happened to be Swanky's guest. She's an author, a fashionista, and a digital creator. So her name is Kefewe. Harry feels like Swanky could have told her he was bringing a +1 to her wedding. I mean, it's only right. So Annie wants to make a speech in Zari's wedding, and everybody's looking at Annie like, from where to where. Fantana is like, seriously? That is why I fear people. Like, this is someone we both don't like. Which speech do you want to make? Like, this is where she gets scared of people. And Annie makes her speech. Nadia was like, the speech was unnecessary. Before the speech, Zari, the boss lady, wonders if Annie is actually happy for her or not. So there was a seat reserved for Diamond. Everybody kept wondering if Diamond would show up or not. But apparently, Diamond did not show up. And Zari said, I invited Diamond for my wedding. So the wedding is celebration. It's over. And Diamond is Naked DJ was seen having a meetup with Diamond, and I think it was in a barber shop or so, if I'm not mistaken. They got talking, and Naked DJ was like, Diamond, why didn't you show up for the wedding? Zari said she invited you. Diamond was like, me? How? When? This is someone that I've been having issues with ever since Fantana, and we've been having social media problem back and forth. And she even went ahead to say he's cancelled, that Diamond is cancelled. Diamond claims that Zari, the boss lady, did not invite him for her wedding. And Zari claims she invited Diamond. Who will we believe now? A Naked DJ said his concerns about the husband, said one or two things. Diamond was like, see this relationship, if I want Zari back, I know how to get her. This is Diamond. I know how to get my family back if I want to. Also said he has never met Zari's husband, Shakib. So few days after the wedding, Zari and Kelly meet up, and they were chit-chatting. Zari was like, she was shocked about Annie's speech, and she would like to know Annie better for herself. And Kelly was like, Annie is a sweet soul. She just hides under the facade of, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Annie and Fantana meet up. Fantana wonders if Annie actually likes Zari or not. And she was like, what is it with that speech she made? Annie was like, she wants to work on being friends with Zari. And Fantana was like, yo, what will they use their friendship to do? Nadia meets up with Kefewe, and gives her lowdown of the group. Everything. Annie tells Fantana Nadia took sides in her fight with Swanky, and Nadia tells Kefewe Annie is not her friend. It is Swanky that is her friend. Nadia repeats, Annie, you are not my friend. It's Swanky that is my friend. So Annie tells Fantana that Isabel, her daughter, was bullied because of the whole drama last season. And Tubaba, senior Swanky with 17 years. Annie says Swanky is such a loser, and Fantana was like, no. Annie was like, some boys were ready to beat Swanky because the disrespect was so much. Fantana was like, she's going to repeat everything Annie has told her to Swanky, because apparently Swanky is her friend and she owes him that loyalty. It is what it is, man. You're a friend of a friend. Fantana felt the meetup with her and Annie was just for Annie to come and bash all her friends because they barely spoke about each other. Her and Annie barely discussed about themselves. Kefewe invites everybody, all the group members, for her event to get to know them. So Annie goggled Kefewe. Kefewe is a mom of 2. And as Annie was the first guest, and instantly her and Kefewe clicked. Vibing, it was all vibes on vibes. Then boom, Nadia arrives and her and Annie were having so much back and forth. Nadia did not answer Annie's greeting. They had so much back and forth. In a bid to have a conversation, Kefewe asked them how was the wedding, and Annie was like, if that is love, I'm happy for them. And Nadia was mad, like, what kind of statement is this? That Annie, you are so negative, always negative, and they start arguing and arguing and arguing. It got heated. Annie had to leave. She carried her bag and left. Kefewe was like, you warned me about these people. You did not warn me about yourself. More madness is about to come.
Like Alice in Wonderland.
What is happening? You warned me about these people, but you never warned me about yourself. That's when I'm like, oh my goodness.
Thank you so much for watching this video. See you on the very, very, very next. Bye.